So hey everyone, today we are going to discuss a problem and the name of the problem is prime factorization of a number. So what does the problem statement says? Problem statement says that you need to take input of a number n, and for that n you need to print all the prime factors from smallest to largest of that number. What does it mean? What does it mean? For example, let me consider a test case 1440 which we have given. Okay, so for example, if I'll consider a test case that is 1440, what does the prime factors means? Prime factors means, for example, let me just consider a smaller test case. For example, if we'll consider a test case 8. Okay, so you can consider from here, if we'll divide it, we'll need to divide this number till what does the prime factorization mean? We need to start dividing number from 2, and until it is divisible by 2 we need to divide it, and after that if it is not divisible then we need to make this 2 as an increment, and after incrementing we need to check that is whether it is divisible from this number or not, and if it is divisible from this, then what we need to do is we need to divide it with this number until that the number is divisible with this 3. For example, let me consider test case, for example, for 8. What will be the prime factors for 8? If it is still divisible, so now again I'll divide it with 2. It's again still divisible, again divide with the 2, so now it's become 1, so 1 becomes 0. Okay, so how many prime factors it have? It has a prime factor that is 2, but how many times? That is 2 2 2. So I need to print this is my simple answer. Okay, so how I'm going to do this in the same thing? So if I divide it with 7, so it will become 720. Again it is divisible with 2, so I'm going to divide again with 2. So if I'll divide it with 2, what will be my output? So my output will be what? 2 into, that is what, 2 into 3, that is equals to 60. 2 6 12 equals to 360. So it's again divisible with 2, so that is 180. So it's again divisible with 2, so again I divide it as 90. It's again divisible with 2, that is again 45. So now it is not divisible, now it is not divisible with 2. So what I have to do is I just make to divide it with the number with this, that is which is just greater than 2. So I'll check it with 3. So just greater number, that is the number which is just a simple just greater than 2 is, that is equals to 3. So I need to check whether it is divisible with 3 or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to divide it with 3. So now it is divisible. 3 into 15, that is equals to 45. So I'll the prime factor will become again 3. Okay, so now 3, I'll check is 15 is divisible with 3. So it's again divisible. So I'll do, I'll make it as 5, and again now 5 is not divisible. What I'll do, I'll increment this value. So it's not divisible with 4. Okay, so it's, although it's not a prime factor as well as, but the number never reduces in some cases where wherever it is divisible with any of the even number, because as we can say from here, if its number is 8, it's divide up till it's divisible with 2. So okay, so this must be a prime number, that's why it's not going to be divided with any of the number. So you can say that we are going to divide it with 5, and after that the remainder becomes 0. So at the point where where the number n which is reduces to 0, this is our breakpoint, and what we need to print, we need to print all the factors of this number. So that is what, that is 2 2 2 2 2, and this whole 1 2 3 4 5 times 2, I printed that, 3 2 times, and 5 1 time. So I need to print this. So I hope you'll get the thing what we are going to do in the code. But before that, are you getting my point that our factor always must be a prime number? Why? Because if number is divisible with, for example, let me consider a case 12. Okay, so if this number, if we are dividing this number up till it is divisible with 2, so there is never comes a condition like this, like the number reduces to 6 or any of the values wherever it is again be divisible with any of the numbers like 6, because we'll still divided it with 2. I will reduce it to a number until it is not divisible with any of the with any value with any with up till 2. Okay, so what we are going to do here is we'll divide it with 2, so it's become 6. Again we'll divide it with 2, it's become 3. So now it's simply going to be divisible with the next prime number automatically. Okay, so that's why it's 1. So this will be my all. So let's go move on with the code part, how we are going to code it. So firstly, what we need is firstly we need to take input, and for that input firstly make it, I'm just going to make a scanner, that is scn, and for that scn, that is what I'm going to do is what will be my next thing. So for next thing I need to take the input for n. Okay, so first my thing is I need to take input for n, and before that I need to make new scanner system.in. Okay, so the same thing I'm going to do is here. What is I'm going to is new scanner, that is what system.in. I'm just going to write these simple conditions, and after writing these simple conditions, what I'm going to do is I'm just making a variable n. Okay, and in this n I'm going to take a input. So what will be my input? That is what scan, that is my n is equals to this one, and I need to take input, that is what scn dot next dot in. Okay, so I'm just making it scn dot that is next, and again that is end. Okay, so I'm taking input in this n variable, and what I'll do, I'll run a loop, that is from where I'll run a loop from for int I equals to 2 till I less than equals to n. Okay, and because let me consider a case, a case of 13. So 13 must not be divisible by 2. So I will be increases to 3. It's not divisible with 3. Our I will again increases to 4, and so on, so on, so on. It reaches until it isn't divisible with any of the number. So it's directly going to divisible with 3. So in that case, our answer will be, sorry, it's going to be divisible with 13. So in that case, our answer will be 13. Okay, I'm saying I'm considering a test case where the value of n is 13. So 13 is not divisible with any of the value because it's not divisible with 2. It's not divisible with 3. I'm just making it I plus 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 until the I reaches till 13. Okay, so now in that case, my 13 will be my answer. Okay, what I'm doing is while until n modulo and modulo 2 is equals to 0, until this condition will run, it means the number is divisible with the value. So what I'm doing here is I'm just simply going to print the value. I'm just printing the value. Which one value? So you can see here in case of answer, we need to print a spaces. So what we are going to do is here I'm mistaken, print, and here what I'm going to print, that is I, because the number is divisible with I, so not with 2. I make it here it as I. So now number is divisible with I, so I'm dividing it with I, and after dividing it each step, I need to create a space for the next number. So I'm just creating that space, and this will work. This will work fine. Let's run this code. Just let me first check it. Yeah, I done a mistake here. What was the mistake was, I need to divide again the number. I need to reduce that number as well as. So, and because this number is always divisible, I need to reduce it. So that the condition will run up till until the case where this number is divisible with I. Okay. So now that everything is fine, let's run in this code. Yeah, it got accepted. Let's submit that code. Yeah, it got submitted. If you are having any of the queries, then you can ask me. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, then please like the button. Then please hit the like button. Thanks a lot. Thanks everyone.